Hello, I hope you and your family are all well today. This lesson is going to be about the past simple tense, using the past simple tense. And you're going to write past simple tense sentences, ask and answer past simple tense questions clearly, write past simple tense questions and short answers. You can see the picture there, writing, and picture there of people asking and answering questions. So hopefully by the end of the lesson you'll be able to ask and answer questions with your family and friends, perhaps using FaceTime or WhatsApp video. So speak nice and clearly. Okay, the first thing I'd like you to do is to look at these words. And these words are called verbs. They are action words. And I would like you to make them past tense. You will need pencil and paper to write down the words, and you will need to pause the video so that you have time to write the words before playing the video to go to the next slide. So if you need to read longer or have some time to write your answers down, pause the video. Play the video when you want to check your answers and go on to the next slide. Let's have a look at these words. The first word, what is that? Yes, walk. And the next word, tidy. The next word, start. And the next word, watch. If you are unsure of the meaning of any of these words, use your dictionary to check. Now, when we're talking about the past, are we talking about right now? No. We're talking perhaps about earlier in the day, or yesterday, or at the weekend, or even last year, or earlier. That's the past tense. So just be careful to remember that throughout the lesson. So how do we change these verbs to make them past tense? These are regular verbs. And with regular verbs, we end the word with ed to make them past tense. So this verb here, what is the word? Walk. Okay, to write this word, we add ed. We're going to talk about the pronunciation of the word in the next video. Okay, this word, what is this word? Tidy. Now, this is a little bit different. Notice we have this letter I here. And where has the Y gone? Yes, we take off the Y and we add IED. Now, any words that have a consonant, two consonants, do you remember what they are? They are letters that are not vowels. Think of the letters of the alphabet. We have 5 vowels. Do you know what they are? A, E, I, O and U. All the other letters we call consonants. So when we have 2 consonants together with a Y, we take off the Y and add I-E-D. The next word, this word start, doesn't have a Y, so we're just adding ed to the word. And the last word, watch, We're just adding ed to the word. This is for writing the words. Now we're going to look at how to say those words, pronunciation of those verbs. There are 3 different ways that the words can be pronounced using the past tense. And the first one is this id. Don't forget, this is just speaking and listening and understanding. It's not writing. We looked at writing before in the last slide. So, want. Want becomes wanted. Notice, writing we've added ed, but speaking and listening, it sounds like id at the end. Wanted. Can you say that? And then the next word, wait, waited. Now you say that. And then the last word, waded. Again, you practice saying that. Now, when do we use this id sound? After verbs that end with d and t. So you can see that want finishes with a t. That's when it sounds like id, wanted, when we use past tense. Wait ends with a t, waited. And wade, d, waded. Okay. Can you think of a sentence with one of those words? Let's use wait. I will give you an example of a sentence for wait. Last week, I waited for a parcel to arrive. It didn't come. Now, let's have a look at these words that sound like this t at the end. Walked, coughed. And if you notice, lots and lots of letters here. So any verb that ends with an f sound, k, p, s, ch, and sh. You might be able to think of some more words. Perhaps this one. In the morning. Yes, this morning I washed. Yes, wash has got an sh. Sounds like washed. Practice those words. See if you can think of any more words that have those endings. And the last one, d sound. We have stirred, fired. And these all come after other sounds. So not these sounds here, but all the other sounds that you can think of. For example, played, played. Yeah, play, ed, sounds like played with a d at the end. So yesterday I played with my daughter in the garden. Okay, I hope you've understood that. Any words you don't understand, check in your dictionary. See if you can think of any new words that have the ed at the end that sound like id or t or d. Right, we're going to practice using some regular and irregular verbs. So there are some verbs that we call irregular that change completely, that do not have those ed endings on. So you may need to find yourself a verb table which has irregular endings that you will have to learn. So let's have a look at the pictures. This picture, what can you see in the picture? Yes, a man. What's his name? Yes, Bill. And when are we talking about? Are we talking about right now? No. This story is about yesterday morning. So which tense are we going to use? Present tense? No. Past tense. We're going to use the past tense. To help us, we have some pictures here, and also we have these words in red. These are verbs, but they have not been changed to the past tense yet. That is for you to try and change. If you have a look at this bubble here, what is that day? Sunday. So it's going to be different, whoever watches this. It's going to be different depending on the day that you are watching this. But we are all going to imagine now that it is Monday. So that yesterday was Sunday. Do you understand? So I would like you to pause the video now. You may need to pause it for a long time. Using your pen and paper, write down this story. And then play when you're ready to check. How did you do? Okay, here is the story. Yesterday morning, Bill woke up at 10 o'clock. He ran for the bus. When he arrived at work, he remembered it was Sunday. Oh dear, has that happened to you before? Okay, so let's find the verbs. Can you see any verbs? The first one is this one, woke up. Now, is this a regular verb? Have we got ed on it? No, this is an irregular verb. This will be on your verb table. And this is the past tense of, yes, wake up. Okay, so this is past tense of wake up. And we have our time phrase at the end of this sentence. What about this verb? Has this got ed at the end? No, it's an irregular verb. And it's changed from run to ran. Check your verb table for that one. And then the next one. Is this a regular verb? Yes. Notice at the end it has ed, arrived. And what sound? Arrived. D sound. And this verb here, remember. Yes, it's another regular verb. It has ed at the end. Remembered. And another verb here. Was. Is this regular? Does it have ed at the end? No, it's irregular. And again, if you check your verb table, you will find it's the past tense of be or is, am. Okay, now we're going to look at past simple tense questions. See if you can reorder these words to make this question. So the words in blue, you need to put in the correct order. And then we've got some short answers to this question at the bottom. Again, put these in the correct order. If you listen to this question, go work did yesterday you too? No, that's not correct, is it? Did yes I? No. I know didn't? No, that's not correct either. So I would like you to pause the video now and write down that question and those answers. Put in the words in the correct order. And then play when you want to check your answers. Okay, so a little bit of explanation about how to make past simple tense questions. These are yes/no questions. They require a short answer. And we're going to use this word did. This is going to be our past tense, did. And then we're going to use either I, you, he, she, it, we, or they as the subject of the verb. And then just the verb that you want to use for that question. So let's have a look at the answer for the question that you reordered in the last slide. Did you go to work yesterday? Okay, now we've got the did here, which is the same as this. And we've got you. And when you practice these questions with other people, family or friends, you're going to use that word you to talk to them. And then we've got the verb go. Did you go? Now it could be go to work. Can you think of any other places that people go? Yes? To school, to college, shopping. You see if you can think of more questions to ask other people. And then we have our time phrase, particularly at the end of that question, yesterday. Again, you could change that. You could talk about perhaps at the weekend or last year. It's up to you. Okay, just a little reminder that for the answers, it could be yes, I did, no, I didn't. Did not, shorten it to didn't. Okay, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. So practice that. Now, some more practice for you. Writing questions and answers about Bill this time. And you've got some words to help you here. Pictures to help you as well. See if you can make some similar questions to what we just looked at in the last slide, but this time about Bill. Think about the story that we looked at earlier. Pause the video, write down your questions and short answers. Are you going to use I? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Is this about you? No, it's about Bill. Bill, man or woman? Man. So we're going to use he. Yes, he did. Or no, he didn't. So did and didn't for short answers stays the same for I, you, he, she, they. It stays the same. Yes, they did. No, they didn't for the short answers. But of course, we're just looking at Bill for these answers. Pause the video, write your questions and answers. Play the video again to check. How did you get on? Okay, let's have a look at the questions. Did Bill get up at 11 o'clock? No, he didn't. What time did he get up? Have a look at the picture. He got up at 10 o'clock. Notice when we're making the sentence here, we don't use did or didn't. This positive sentence, we're using the past tense of get up. He got up. Okay. Or you could have had wake up. Did he wake up at 11 o'clock? No, he didn't. He woke up at 10 o'clock. Okay. Those verbs, are they regular or irregular? Well, if you look here, there's no ed, they're irregular verbs. This is the past tense of get up, and woke up is the past tense of wake up. Okay, let's have a look at this picture. Did he run for the bus? Yes, he did. Did he work? Well, if you look at the picture, it was Sunday, wasn't it? So no, he didn't. He remembered it was Sunday. Many people in offices don't work at the weekend. Do you work at the weekend? Give me a short answer. That question, do you work at the weekend? We're using present simple tense because we're talking about now. We're talking about all the time. Okay, finally, here are some things for you to do. Answer the question for yourself and write some sentences about what did you do yesterday. What did you do yesterday? For me, I worked. Yes, I'm working at home at the moment. I worked yesterday in my office at home. See if you can write 3 or 4 sentences. Are you going to use the present tense or the past tense? You're going to use the past tense because you were talking about yesterday. And some speaking. It will be good for you to practice speaking, again with friends or family on FaceTime or WhatsApp video if you have that. Practice those questions we practiced earlier. So ask your friends and family questions about what they did yesterday. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. End of lesson.